OpenAI's Project Strawberry, AI with Reason? The version of AI we're familiar with in implementations like ChatGPT, Google Gemini, and others isn't so much intelligent as it is really good at searching the internet. And, as we know by now, sometimes even that goes wrong. The issue up to this point has been that AI doesn't think beyond presenting and perhaps summarizing the information that was requested, no matter how nonsensical or dangerous its output might be to humans. Without the ability to process information in a logical way and present only what is relevant to a query, AI is really just a glorified search engine. However, that might not be the case much longer if OpenAI has anything to say about the matter. In the deep, dark recesses of OpenAI's labs, they've been working on something that has the potential to revolutionize AI as we know it. An AI model that not only does deep research on the internet, but one that allegedly has human-level reasoning skills to process and organize that information before it is presented. Even worse, it's designed to get better over time and has the potential to surpass human capabilities. Sure, it's spooky, but what does this mean for the future of AI? Is this a new frontrunner, or is it just another phase? To find out, we're going to dig through all available information to find out when this project started, how it works, and when you might be able to get your hands on it. Let's talk about Project Strawberry. Do you remember what happened over at OpenAI back in November 2023? That super weird week where Sam Altman was fired, went over to Microsoft, and then was rehired at OpenAI over the course of just a few days. It's still bizarre to look back at even now, but one of the interesting tidbits that came out of that event was the existence of a project named Q-Star. Reporting on the event as it unfolded, Reuters received word from sources that Q-Star was believed by several people within OpenAI to be a breakthrough in artificial general intelligence, AGI, a version of AI that has human-level thought and information-gathering abilities. This has been OpenAI's goal from the very start, but given their recent track record, the idea of them actually achieving it is becoming more and more unsettling. Check out our previous video on that subject for the full rundown. It's a wild one, and while we're still not 100% clear on the exact sequence of events that led up to Altman's firing, we do know that a handful of OpenAI researchers wrote a letter to the company's board of directors warning them about a powerful discovery that could lead to a potentially humanity-threatening AI. And we know that Q-Star was discussed in an internal memo around the same time. It was even performing well in grade school level maths tests according to at least one anonymous source, something that no other AI model can reliably do. This might sound crazy, but could these two developments be connected? It definitely seems that way. In another report, 8 months after the Altman debacle, Reuters reported that OpenAI was working on a project codenamed Strawberry, which they identified as a novel approach to artificial intelligence models. And by novel approach, they mean one that more closely emulates human thought rather than regurgitating information from Google. The project was effectively leaked through internal documents obtained by Reuters in May, although they weren't able to confirm when those documents were actually created. Strawberry's existence was reported on in July, but it's possible that it has been in the works for quite some time and could even be nearing the final stages of completion. So, what exactly is Project Strawberry? According to Reuters' source, it's a top-secret project with the goal of producing an AI model that doesn't just answer user queries, but can also plan ahead enough to navigate the internet autonomously and reliably perform deep research, as well as perform what OpenAI calls long-horizon tasks, complex problems that require a model to follow a series of actions over a certain length of time. The end goal with these particular features seems to be some level of independence, which seems like a slippery slope. Aside from that, it is also targeting the ability to successfully navigate and produce correct answers to problems relating to math, science, and coding, all things that take a good deal of reasoning, thought, and multi-step processes rather than summarizing text. As we talked about earlier, this is not something that AI can do currently. In fact, it's a feature that is apparently pretty difficult to implement according to AI researchers. According to at least one authority in the AI space, Meta's Yann LeCun, LLMs are not even capable of human-level reasoning. And yet, here we are, at what could be the beginning of the end for human dominance. But let's put that baggage to the side for a bit to talk about what else Project Strawberry can do. Like GPT-4o and its predecessors, Project Strawberry isn't intended to remain static in terms of the training data it uses, but the difference is that it won't have to wait for human intervention to update and improve its model. One of Reuters' sources described Strawberry as having a way of post-training, meaning that it can leverage its advanced reasoning skills to further improve its own capabilities and that of OpenAI's other models over time as users expose it to new and unique problems. That means that Strawberry will actually be constantly improving, which will be interesting to see once it is widely available. Also, this will no doubt have a major effect on the fine-tuning process that AI models undergo, which typically involves menial tasks conducted by humans, like providing feedback and examples of good and bad answers for query after query. You know, boring stuff that nobody really wants to do. That's good news for some, but for others, like Stanford professor Noah Goodman, it's a terrifying sign of things to come. The professor told Reuters, "I think this is both exciting and terrifying. If things keep going in that direction, we have some serious things to think about as humans." That statement from Professor Goodman was made in response to a method of AI model fine-tuning that he helped develop called Self-Taught Reasoner, also known as STAR. This method, developed in 2022, functions eerily similar to Strawberry's post-training mechanism and was speculated to be able to allow AI models to surpass human-level intelligence. We better start thinking, and fast. How fast exactly? Well, that's difficult to say, especially since Project Strawberry is already out in the world. On September 12th, OpenAI announced an AI model series called O1, which it introduced as a new series of models designed to spend more time thinking before they respond. Sound familiar? O1's launch was accompanied by social media posts that highlighted its capabilities in coding, math, and other areas of reasoning, all which showcase something that is definitely different from what we're used to with ChatGPT and its associated models. On its face, O1 does in fact seem like a revolution. While some users are utilizing its immense capabilities for giggles and silliness, OpenAI has stated that O1 currently exceeds human PhD level accuracy in the realms of physics, biology, and chemistry problems. It ranks in the top 500 students for the USA Math Olympiad and is also in the 89th percentile of Codeforce's competitive programming questions. While all this is incredibly impressive, it's notably not the humanity-threatening AGI that, allegedly, got Sam Altman fired last year. We assume they're keeping that one locked in a dungeon somewhere, so its hatred for humanity can fester into an unquenchable vendetta. For now, O1 is just the next stop on OpenAI's long road to unleashing that very angry AGI on humanity. More accurately, it is being referred to as the opening salvo of Level 2 artificial intelligence. For those who are aware, OpenAI revealed a 5-level scale to its AI pursuits earlier in 2024, which is structured like this. Level 1, chatbots, AI with conversational language, ChatGPT and other glorified search engines. Level 2, reasoners, human-level problem solving, Model O1. Level 3, agents, systems that can take actions. Level 4, innovators, AI that can aid in invention. Level 5, organizations, AI that can do the work of an organization. This structure better explains why O1 isn't GPT-5 despite being a relatively massive leap in capabilities. It's a separate entity entirely, and it seems that both models will be maintained and improved upon separately by OpenAI, although O1 will also help make GPT models and presumably future models better as well with the post-training capability we described. Now, can you ostensibly use Model O1 anytime you want? Not exactly. As of now, O1 is restricted to their paid ChatGPT Plus $20 per month and Team $30 per user per month subscription tiers, and even those are heavily limited in the number of requests that can be made. 4 days after O1 was released, OpenAI increased the rate limits on the cheaper-to-run O1 Mini from 50 messages per week, long before a week had even passed, to 50 messages per day. O1 Preview, on the other hand, has to make do with 50 messages per week, up from 30 per week. There's no doubt that at least O1 Mini will make its way to the peasants who use ChatGPT free, but there's currently no timeline for that. Where does that leave us now? We've just been introduced to an AI model that can look at problems from multiple angles, learn from its mistakes, and actively make different versions of itself better through collaboration. If you ask us, it looks like AI is getting more human by the minute, which can be awesome or really, really bad depending on how you look at it. It's too early to make a judgment call on Project Strawberry or Model 01, but considering what it can do right out the gate and the insane amount of data it's collecting from users as we speak, we can tell that the coming months are going to be very, very interesting for AI development.